A little bit about the tech landscape, right? So this is obviously relates back to when you were out there raising investment funds as well. But first of all, it's great that you stayed in San Diego. So thank you for that, right? There's so many companies, ServiceNow and other companies that started here, did really well, and they got investment dollars. But attached to that investment dollar was a requirement to relocate to the Bay Area, right? So you have a great office, a good sized office in Boston, but you're still headquartered here. Talk to us about what you're experiencing out there, what you're seeing as far as the tech landscape in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, it's really encouraging, I think. When we were doing our Series A round, which might have been about the time I was here last, or maybe just before that, I remember, there aren't a lot of investment options in San Diego, so I spent a lot of time on the Southwest bus up to SFO and going up to Sand Hill Road and talking to VCs, and I talked to 10 or 15 of them before we got our first investment round. And they almost all asked me the same two questions. And they said, you're going to do a freemium model, right? Because that was all the rage at the time. And we were not doing a freemium model. And they said, and you're going to move your team to San Francisco, right? And I wanted their money, so I tap danced a little bit around both of those questions. Fast forward about a year and a half, end of 2014, beginning of 2015, when we were going around to our follow-on round, and they all asked me two questions. They said, you're not going to do a freemium model, right? And you're not going to move your team to San Francisco, right? Because they were all struggling with what we read about now, the talent shortage, the
cost of living out
high
there,
turnover, the cost of living, office space is ridiculous. Look, the Bay Area is a phenomenal place. There's just a lot of talent, super high concentration of talent there. People ask sometimes, well, can you find a ... in San Diego? And there's 3 million people here. Like, we got one of everything, I'm pretty sure. Like, it may be hard to find, but
they're out there.
But they're out there and go get them. And I think frankly that at a smaller size, having all the offices that we did, being more spread out, was really a big challenge. We had to work really hard. Now it's more of an asset to us because we are close to customers in a lot of different places, and we can tap into, we open postings. There's some opportunities where we say we really want someone in this office. There's a number where we're like, we'll find the best person in any of the offices that we have. But I'm bullish on where San Diego is. I think it feels like we've turned a little bit of a corner. The Bay Area is probably helping us because it's becoming such a miserable place to live. So, cut that out of the video.
We get calls all the time from candidates looking to move back. They went to school here, now they're up in the Bay Area, they want to come back here. First time to raise their family, they want to come back here as well.
We've hired engineers from Microsoft, we've hired people from LinkedIn. We've had a fair number of those defections. And I think as we get a little bit bigger and there's more software specifically, it really helps. Because people will say, hey, I want to come work at Seismic, but if it doesn't work out, what do I do? And having an answer of, oh, you can go to one of these other great companies really is
You're not
helpful.
the only one in town.
We're not the only one in town, right? So people ask, oh, Amazon coming in or Apple coming in, is that bad? I think, no, it's great. It's really going to help us.